What's up, y'all? I don't know how this is gonna work out because I got well, I'm on my same phone, but I'm using the camera instead of recording off my live. So, we're gonna be at the new unit, Little Tucker. I got shipped to Little Tucker for a program called TC Therapeutic Community. It's like a 9-month program, drugs, all type of shit, whatever you got going on, trying to get you back acclimated to be in society and shit, even though it wasn't time for me to go home yet. I signed up for the program when Bubba told me about it when I got moved down to 5 Berries, whatever Berries I was in down there in Newport. He told me he had just came back, once he got me transferred down there. So I had signed up for the unit. I had forgot all about the shit. And when I was in the hole from fighting T.A. Travis, when Michael Perry said that fight up after I had got jumped, me and Travis, we both sitting in the hole. But after a couple of days, they come tell me, pack my shit, and I'm getting transferred. I'm like, huh? So I get transferred to Little Tucker. Yeah, Little Tucker thing is a little bit different. It's a small prison. Ain't 1,000 people, there's just a few hundred. Half of the prison is on programs, like the TC program. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people need these programs to go home. Some of them need it just to get some good time, you know what I'm saying, get some of their time knocked off or whatever. But me, I was just trying to get out the motherfucking unit. I was even get somewhere different, you know what I'm saying? Dude had already told me about the unit, you know what I'm saying, small and shit, laid back, you can goddamn me kick it. Now, when I got here, I'm gonna tell you what fucked up about the shit. Little Tucker is the old death row. So they got a unit like at the very on the other side of the child. When you first walk in, you get the laundry and all this shit. Like this penitentiary is not like the rest of them. It's like a straight motherfucking line. Let me try to quit cuss. It's like a straight line. So when you walk in on one side, and you walk in, like as soon as you walk in the building, you can see to the other end of the prison. Straight down is one hall where they at. You see to the other end of the prison. It's like the child hall here, the laundry here. You go on down, you got death row here, the hole over here. You go on down, you start having berries. 1 berry, 2 berries, 3 berries, 4 berries, new building. 5 berries, 6 berries, 7 berries, 8 berries. Like that, you know what I'm saying? You get all the way down to the end of the hallway, and that's just, it ain't a barber shop, but the end of the hallway is just where they use to cut hair. So if you see anybody down there, they either getting a haircut or waiting to get a haircut or some shit. Matter of fact, where my mind at? The hole is also down that way. The hole is not down here by death row. I forget what the fuck it is. It might be all laundry down there across from death row and child house. But when you get there, let me get back on track. When you get there, the first thing they're gonna do is play with you. At Little Tucker, they're gonna play with you. All the sergeants, all the majors, maybe the warden, gonna be in that hallway when that new group line get there. What they're gonna do is they're gonna tell you, go in this little room right here. It's like a regular door, but when that bitch open, it's death row. So you're gonna see the cells like this. It's like a flat wall. When you first walk in, you see that flat wall, and then the tiers go down the side on each side, and it's 2 tiers. Ain't nobody on death row. This motherfucking death row is abandoned. Death row has been moved to Tucker Max. Well, thing about this is they keep locker boxes on one side, old mats on the other side. So they send you in there and they tell you got to go in here to get your locker box and your mat. Go in there, get a locker box, go in there, get a mat, come on back out. You're like, I ain't bet. This ain't how you to go with anybody else's unit, but this is a unit, it's different. I can see it's a different type of unit. So I walk on in there and I'm like, and keep in mind, there's about 8, 9 of us that walk in here. No guards, just inmates. So we walk in, like, okay, locker box over there, go over there. Some of these buses beat up. Some of them broke. The lids ain't on all of them. These buses raggedy. So I grabbed one. I'm put a slide over here. I got the big heavy green ass locker box. It's made out of wood and shit. This old school shit. The kind where a nigga really could pick your shit up and dump it on the ground, bust your whole shit, get all your shit. Fuck a lock. Damn, let me quit cussing. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So you get the locker box, you go over there to get the mat. Now, I'm going over here to get the mat, and I started feeling like a chill. Like, you go around that corner, it's like it got cold or something, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't really thinking nothing about paranormal activity, no shit like no. Y'all work with me, man. I've been cussing since I was a kid with permission. So it's bad on me. I explained that in another story, but I've been cussing all my life. It's cold when you go around that corner. And you feel it. It's like a noticeable cold. I'm talking about you done went from probably 60-something degrees to about 40-something degrees. As soon as you step around the corner. Like you hear it, you can still see right here where it's 60-something, but you stand here, it's 40-something. Like, what the hell? Now, it ain't like the locker boxes. The locker boxes, as soon as you're on the corner, they all piled up right there. The mats is all the way on down. You got to hit the corner, you see the mats, you start walking down. And it's probably like I'm going to say probably about 40, 50 yards of cells. 40, 50 yards of cells. Maybe 60, 70, I don't know. It ain't a whole football field, but it ain't goddamn me 4, 5 cells. It's probably like 15 cells lined down and stacked up. And I'm walking, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just me, but we get about halfway down there, and it's like it's cold, it's getting colder. Bro, out of nowhere, just feel like you start feeling shit like, like little laughs and shit. What the hell? That shit grabbing on you. You don't see nothing. And it ain't just me. I believe in ghosts. I'm not crazy. I got some ghost stories. We tell them later on too. We're going to tell everything. But the whole thing is, I'm feeling this shit grabbing on me. I'm hearing the voices. And I look around and everybody's eyes is like, pure. Bro, we turned around and booked it up out of there. That's when we ran up out of there. And when we came busting up out there, though, boom! All the guards, all the whole squad riders, everybody sitting there. Oh, look at him! I told you the motherfucker was gonna come up. They do this every damn week. They know Death Row full of motherfucking ghosts and spirits back there, and when you go back there, they gonna fuck with you. It's a game to them. Like, a lot of motherfuckers not gonna believe that type of shit. They believe that shit. And it's like, after you done been a Little Tucker, anybody been a Little Tucker unit knows this. If you have not been a Little Tucker unit, and you want to know, it ain't about death row. Them ain't death row bodies. Them spirits is just dead inmates that was murdered in that prison. If you don't believe me, go look up a movie called Brubaker. It's about a penitentiary where the warden was killing inmates and letting other inmates, he was using inmates to kill inmates, or they were putting them in boxes and burying them out in the whole squad field. This is real life. Tucker, Arkansas, the prison I was at. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole movie about it called Brubaker. Now, go look that up. It's an old movie, but it's a true story about the unit I was in. A lot of people in Arkansas don't even know about that movie, but it's out there. Things start changing at this unit. Like I say, I had got my class right before I went to the hole. So I came over here before disciplinary court. I never got disciplinary course. I kept my class. Boom. I moved on up class 2. I got a job over here. They put me in the laundry room. Now, this is the thing about it. I told y'all a little bit about the change that I made when I got to Brickies. It actually started here. Little Tucker was kind of like an OG school for me, because I was in there with, and if y'all from the 501 area code, you probably gonna remember these names or know these names, especially if you from my city. If you from Jacksonville, North Little Rock, niggas know who Keytron Banks is. Niggas know who Clarence Boykins is. Niggas know who Ray Boyd is. Anthony Murray. These is the niggas I was with. Anthony Murray is an older nigga. He's an OG. He folks from Chicago, but he's from North Little Rock. That was my cellmate. We was tight as hell because we knew each other from the county, and because his niece was one of my exes. Shout out to Sherry. Ray Boyd, rest in peace. Ray Boyd was supposed, but that's an OG from the VA, man. Somebody that I grew up hearing about and knowing what was up with him. And then when I finally met him in prison, got cool with him, it was like a lot of niggas my age wanted to get in good with this dude, but they couldn't because he wasn't fucking with niggas our age. But I met him in prison. We got in because we was all where me, him, and Anthony was working in the laundry. Now, across from me, these are people that I already knew. They OGs. They a little bit younger than Anthony Murray and whatchamacallit, but they still OGs. They was OGs before they ever got to the jump. It is synonymous in the city and surrounding the city who these people is, Clarence Boykins and Keytron Banks. So we all, you know what I'm saying, they in one Bears, I'm on the other side. We was all in TC, but they was in a different program than me. But these are all niggas that I knew was well respected where I'm from. Well respected in the prison and everywhere else. So I learned to move like them, to carry myself that type of way. You know what I'm saying? I had to start putting some of the childish shit I was doing down. I wasn't hanging with everybody and rapping no shit no more. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why I'm not a rapper now. I could have been a rapper when I got jumped, but I really had got off of that shit once I got with them because I seen how friendly it was making me. You know what I'm saying? I seen how motherfuckers are used that to get in cool with you and get up under you. It didn't happen before. So really I was like, I keep that shit to myself. I was starting to write at the time. Well, I had already been writing. But I was honing my skills now because there was a female in our booth that used to work at night. She used to be in the Bears. And I used to be writing my shit. And one day I slid it to her like, hey, read this for me, check it out. She was like, I guess so. I'll be bored at night. I ain't got nothing to do. So the first night I gave it to her, she ain't read it. I came back the next morning for breakfast. I'm like, man, you read this? She was like, nah, go on, get it back. I ain't read it. Give it to me tonight. I'm trying to read it. So the second night, she ain't read it. I'm like, man, same bullshit. And then when I ain't read it, she went, she came back on shift. She got it again, came by that night, and she was like, let me see that book. So she got that book. The next morning, she was like, oh, boy, nigga, this shit so good. I've been reading this shit all night. I'm going to get it back from you when I get to work tonight. So of course, you know how an inmate is. I'm getting attention from this female. She's smiling. She giving me my props. I'm writing my book. So I'm like, shit. That night, I'm knowing she coming back. Nigga, I'm writing like a motherfucker. I'm writing. Like, shit, I got to have something for her to read when she get back. So I give to her, oh, that's good. You need to come up with some more. So I'm writing again. Every night she on, I'm having fresh shit for her to read in this book. So eventually, I started taking my sex scenes in the book and making more of them, like frequently, on some freaky shit, because I'm knowing she reading this shit. So then, I started taking my sex scenes and stretching them out, putting more detail in it, and making this shit so motherfucking good. Let me quit cussing, because I know she reading it. And I'm imagining, I'm like, I'm going to write this to where she can't help but feel. She going, boy, you going to be thinking about me tomorrow morning when you get home in the shower after you read this here. So that's how it's going. And lo and behold, she come to my cell one night and she tapped me up, like, and the way our cells was. And TC is like, basically like a cell with the door on it, no door. So ain't no door with a flap. You go in there, you got top bunk, bottom bunk, you got the little table, 2 locker boxes. That's it. No door. So you can come and go as you please. If we go on lockdown, they just got to trust that we gonna go in there because it's the program. And they like, shit, nigga, y'all got it so good over here. Then unless you really on one, you not gonna mess this up. So we tell you lock down, shit, we gonna lock down. We gonna say, you know what I'm saying? We have us can still see the TV and shit from the cells, we straight. But this one particular day, she come in my cell and she wake me up. It ain't breakfast call or nothing, but she waking me up. She like, hey, you ain't got no more of that book in there. You ain't wrote nothing else. And I'm like, nah, you can finish everything. She was like, yeah, I finished her. Let me see that beginning part again. So I give her the rest of the book. I'm like, her. And it ain't clicking in my head. Bitch, the book ain't done. You already read this. These sex scenes is getting to you. You want to read some more. In my mind, I should have been thinking, this bitch finna go in this booth and read this book and play with her pussy. Quit cussing. But I wasn't thinking about that, even though that's what was happening. It was happening. She steady coming to me every time she come on work, and she like, what you got for me? What you got for me? What you got for me? And I'm steady getting hyped. I'm steady writing, chapter after chapter after chapter. So one night, she come in, and she used to go to breakfast. Like, they can have the kitchen bring them a breakfast plate as soon as the food start getting ready. So they call and chop for us maybe at 5 something. But at 4 something, she got somebody to bring her a plate. Thing is, the officers is getting shit we ain't getting. They getting real eggs. We getting powder eggs. We getting these little bit ass sausages. Man, this bro have cut up smoke links on her shit. Cutting hair with the red still on it. Man, pancakes, all this shit. It ain't even pancake day. She got pancakes. Bro, it bring it to her on a styrofoam white plate with cellophane wrapped around it. It slide in my cell dinner every morning. I wake up and she be on, I'm on the top bunk. She be laying on my bunk like this. Nichols, wake up. I'm bored. I'm like, man, what's up? She's like, here, you want some breakfast? Bring me the whole plate. It's still wrapped up. Now, y'all know, like I keep telling y'all, man, I was so green to a lot of this shit. I wasn't realizing this bro done chose up off the rip. A nigga had to tell me. And even then, I didn't believe it. And look, when I believed it, the thing that she did to make me believe it was so far that I didn't have no choice but to believe it. Like, if nobody would have ever been telling me, say, Pierre, that's your bro, that's your gal, that's your horse, that's your, you know what I'm saying? I would have been like, I mean, they was telling me, I was like, nah, bro, y'all crazy. And they was like, nah, nigga, that's you, bro. I'm telling you, whatever you want, you can get that from her. So I'm like, I used to be chilling. She bring me this breakfast. And let's say about a week go by. She done brought me breakfast probably about 3 times this week. Then next week come by. And my cellmate, Anthony Murray, he have health problems. So he used to have seizures and shit. So sometimes he would be in the infirmary overnight or during the day. This particular day, this man is in the infirmary about his seizures and shit. So I'm in the cell by myself. This bro slide right on in the cell with the breakfast, laid in front of my face on my rack. Now, I'm like I said, I'm on the top bunk. So she laid this motherfucking plate like on the bunk by my face. And when I wake up,